with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomit sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right there. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work.
It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll see Chris Olave. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Saints and the Chargers under the lights on Sunday night.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson, there was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
To throw is Rodriguez. To throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And it's third down. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Saints at 11-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
This is caught by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Rodriguez on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
He's been sensational all year. He threw touchdown pass number 45 the last time they had it. We'll see if he can build on that number here. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Back to throw. Rodriguez sets up the screen to Robinson. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now Rodriguez on 1st and 10. Out to the right, this one pulled in by Streets. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Looking to throw. Rodriguez eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Off the play fake, Rodriguez. He completes it to Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when it work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Rodriguez now off the play fake. He'll get this to Streets on the crossing route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time.
Yeah, bud. Good luck picking that one, bruh.
Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Shedding through the defense.
Oh, you should have cut left, bro.
7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Let's go, Robinson. That boy been on beat, bro. That fire.
And the Saints have moved down in front. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
I'm that QB, bro. I'm him, bro.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Bro.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center. and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. And if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Robinson up the middle. Oh, able to avoid him. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 70 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to Robinson now on first down. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodriguez to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Rodriguez.
Not that one.
Touchdown.
Not that one.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Our defense got to pull through right now, bro. They can't score again.
The attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Robinson on a give right
Chargers
side.
defense.
To the races down the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's Rodriguez throwing on first down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Off the bootleg. Rodriguez. That's out wide here for Robinson. Oh, what a move. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Rodriguez.
Oh, no.
An interception, but it's
I should have hit X.
well,
I should.
Really would have helped him there, but not to be.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up
Like
in the red
going
zone.
for the
Excellent play.
intended
One that may help save points on the board when this drive is
receiver,
over.
man.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Back to throw again.
I'll take this one.
And inside the
I'll
20
take
before he's
this
brought down.
one, Bubba.
Nifty bit of scrambling there.
Let's
12
go.
yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To throw is Rodriguez. Looking to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let
Wow,
the
I
guys
thought
get
I
down
had
the field. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Rodriguez to throw on 3rd down. Pushing his way through. And he is
Stop playing, man. Y'all defense want to be on. Let's go.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rodriguez. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Handoff now to Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there.
Run it, bro. Run it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Keep up.
Off play action. Rodriguez. A rifle run complete to Streets. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Robinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now Rodriguez to throw on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Again, it's Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On the counter, this is Robinson. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Rodriguez now on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand.
I
And
got
that's just where
ahead
he
of
needed
myself
to be to
there.
knock it away.
That's cool.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Let's go, team. Good job, bro. GG. Let's go.
That many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up